Hi, I'm Emily. Welcome to my YouTube page. Today, I'm gonna show you how I do my makeup with all affordable makeup. So anything that I apply today, you can find at your drugstore, Target, or Ulta. You don't have to pay a lot to get some really good makeup. So no breaking the bank here today, but I'm gonna show you how I got this whole look every day and give you some tips and tricks to how I apply my makeup. So let's get started. All right, here I am, fresh-faced. Just want to point out some things. I do have mild rosacea on my cheeks, so I do have some broken capillaries. So I really look to cover up that redness. And then I have a little discoloration on my forehead from sun exposure. I am never out in the sun and I always wear sunscreen, but for some reason I have melasma on my forehead. So good foundation is a must. Right now I only have moisturizer, eye cream, and a little bit of primer, the Tula primer. I will include all of what I used in the links below. I do have a whole skincare post on my blog, so if you want to check out what I recommend for every price point and every skin type, head to Fabulously Overdressed. Type in skincare and all of my skincare posts will pop up. So I got to even out this complexion, so I'm starting with the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I am wearing shade 120 Classic Ivory. So I always start by applying with my fingers first. So I just dot, and I do have a mirror over here just in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. And the warmth of your fingers really helps blend it in. I know some people prefer a brush or a beauty blender, which I will use to blend everything in after I put on my concealer. But for now, I just like to use my fingers. Next is my concealer. This is the e.l.f. 24-Hour Camo Concealer, very close to Shape Tape. So I just dot it on around my eyes. I make sure to get my eyelids because if you can see, my eyelids are a little discolored. So I like to cover that up. And then again, I just use my finger, very gentle motion, just patting around the skin, around my eyes. And then any leftover, I just kind of bring it down to my red cheeks. And then this is where I go in with my beauty blender. This is actually from Amazon. These are beauty blender dupes. And I just take the pointed tip and I just pat it around my eyes, just making sure everything is blended. And then I use the round side to blend into my jawline and around my hairline, just to make sure that everything is blended and that there's no obvious lines. After foundation and concealer, I just like to set those liquids with a setting powder. So I'm using the e.l.f. HD powder. I believe this is the translucent shade. And then it has, if you can see, a little twist here. So I just twist it, and this is pretty full because I just got it. So I just like to get some powder on the top, and then I use a little brush, and I mostly just tap this onto my T-zone where I get a little shinier. And then for sure, ooh, I just got powder everywhere. I tap it around my eyes because I will be putting mascara and eyeliner and I want it to set well. So I know that some people do their eye makeup first and then their foundation and concealer. That just has never worked for me. It doesn't, like, I'm always afraid to blend my foundation and concealer when I already have eye makeup on. And I use my concealer as a setter for my eye makeup. So that's why I do that. Next is eyebrows. So this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this is the color Blonde. So it does have the spoolie brush on one side and then the pencil on the other. So let me apply. I'll just do one eye with you guys. If you watched my last YouTube video on comparing different eyebrow pencils, you saw how I did it. So I just outline the shape of my brow and then fill in the middle. Brows are done. I know they look a little dark right now because I have no other eye makeup on, but we're gonna change that. So I'm gonna start with a highlight color. I know this is dirty because I use it all the time, but this is from Target. This is Pixie, and it has shimmer shades in it. So I'm gonna use this as a highlight because the eyeshadow I'm using doesn't have a highlight color in it. So I'm just gonna start with this top color. This is called Lace, and I just apply it to the inner corner of my eye and bring it all the way up to the brow. So you can see it gives nice shimmer. I recommend this for anyone with deep set eyes or smaller eyes. This really opens up your eyes. Actually, I recommend it for everybody, but especially for small or deep set eyes. All right, now that I have my highlight on, and also some people put the highlight on after, I actually like to put it on before because it adds some shimmer to the colors that I'm about to add. So this is from e.l.f. This little palette I think is like $3. So inexpensive. You can get a ton of them for really cheap. But this is the shade Pumpkin Pie. I'm using this. It's golds and browns, just really good neutral colors, I think, for any eye color. I'm going to start with this second shade. It's a like shimmery golden brown, and I'm gonna put it all over my lid, so on top of the shimmer, and then bring it up into the crease. So the only spot that I'm not hitting here is just this small part under the brow. So I did both eyes with that color. Now I'm gonna go in with this matte brown here, and I'm gonna get the outer corner and into the crease. So again, you just blend it in. And these eyeshadows from e.l.f. are really nice. They're very silky. I think they're the bite size eyeshadow. They have a lot of colors of these, and I actually picked up a few, and I really like them all so far. So I did both eyes with the darker shade, and now I'm just gonna go in with the last shade. This is a deeper golden, and I'm just gonna brush this kind of just all over my lids and up over the dark shade, and then a little bit higher. And then that just finishes the eyeshadow look. I'm just gonna use this palette to line my lower lids here. So I'm gonna take the darker shade, and I just have a slanted brush here, and line here. It's a little harder to do when the camera is watching me, but you can see it just gives a little more color underneath. One more thing that I recommend if you do put eyeliner on your bottom lids is to get a Q-tip, put some powder on it, and just lightly line with the powder. And this will help your eyeliner and your mascara from running through the day. Time for eyeliner. I use a pencil and a liquid. I use this pencil. This is from Pixie. You can see I've been using it a lot. This is the Endless Silky Eye Pen. This is in black. And what I do first is I do the waterline. So I just lift up and I go under the lids and I line that way. And then I saw this tip somewhere. Squeeze your eyes shut, and then it'll bring a little bit of the color to the waterline on the bottom. The benefit to using the black liner on your waterline on your upper lids is that it fills in your lash line. So if you have thinner lashes, it really helps make your lashes look fuller automatically. Even if you don't put on a liquid liner like I'm about to do. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. This is really good. I am very impressed with this. I've been using the more expensive liners for years, and I think this may have converted me. So I'm going to do my upper lash line. Hopefully you guys can see this, but I just start about 3/4 of the way on my lid, and I always do a little wing. This liner is really easy to use, but it does take practice to really get down the thickness of the line that you want. And then I go in and I do the inner part. This liner does dry a little bit slower than some other liners, so you just have to be careful not to do anything that would cause it to run. So you just want it to set a little bit. The good thing about that is that you can correct it before it sets. So it is a little more liquid. So just so you know that. I went ahead and did both of my eyes and curled my lashes. Didn't want to do that on camera. Some people that freaks out, so I will spare you that. But then I'm going to go in with my favorite inexpensive mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara in black. They also have this in waterproof, just as good. And I'll show you the brush. It's very similar to the Lancome Definicils mascara. So let me start here. I like to go back and forth a little bit at the roots, and that just makes the lash line look a little thicker. And this mascara is a lengthening mascara, and it also does really good at holding a curl. So I put it on the top and on the bottom. So excuse my face while I do my bottom lashes. I think everybody makes funny faces when they do their bottom lashes. All right, so now I'm gonna do my other eye. I went ahead and applied 2 coats of that mascara on my lashes. I let them dry about 30 seconds between coats, and I find that that really helps make your lashes look longer and thicker. Now, bronzer. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I got the shade Deep. There's several shades. So I just take a big fluffy brush and start brushing it around. I do like a 3 shape. So you go like this and then along your jawline. I don't contour. I just try to add some tan to my skin because I am pale. So then I just repeat the same on the other side. So now I have a little more color to my skin. Now I'll go in with blush. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. It's a very pretty shade. There's several colors. This one has a little shimmer on it, so you don't have to use a highlighter if you use this. And then I just have a slanted brush from the Real Her line. I don't like to wear a lot of blush because my cheeks are naturally rosy. So I just smile and apply to the apples of my cheeks. If you can see that, it does add a little shimmer to the cheek, so it's very pretty. All right, last step, last but not least, lips. I generally wear glosses because it's just easier for me to apply without having a mirror. But I tried this Maybelline Superstay ink crayon, and I really like it. So it has the color on the one side, and it is a pointed tip, so you can use this as a liner and to fill in. And then it has a sharpener on the other end, so you can always have a pointed tip. So cool. So this is the shade Lead the Way, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. This is a pinky nudish color. I have a very pale lips naturally, so I need as much color as I can get. And this is very long lasting. So pretty. I think that it really completes your look, but they have multiple colors in this, and it lasts for hours, and it smells really good. It smells like candy. And here is my final look. I hope that you enjoyed doing my makeup with me today, and I hope that maybe you learned some things. Also, that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get good quality makeup. Everything can be purchased at the drugstore, Ulta, or Target, and really good deals. So I will have everything linked on my Like to Know It page, which I will link down below for you. You can shop my makeup, you can shop my skincare, you can shop all of my outfits as well on my Like to Know It page. So I will have it, I'll put it here for you and down below. Have a great day.